Nice. So New York clouds right there. Oh, crazy. Let me actually go this way. Take my little walk. Early morning walk. Get some of that fresh air. Say what up to the people. I got a new vlog coming, man. I saw a video last night. Well, it wasn't a video. It was a live stream I saw last night. One of those random, like, live streams that pop up on your homepage on YouTube, and like you're not subscribed to the person, but I guess the algorithm is like pushing them, so it pops up. Especially if you're like, most of the videos that you've been to is about that or whatever. I don't know how that stuff works, but I'm sitting there, so I'm watching a live stream, and I don't want to give too much away for the vlog video, but I think I know why the producer nowadays is the way they are. I'm saying, like, I think I know why people are the way they are when it comes to like making music or just creativity. I'm legit watching this video, and I'm like, I'm paying attention to two things. One was the person that was, doing the live stream, and what that person was, I guess, well, three things. So what that person was doing and what that person was saying. So like what they were doing as far as like creating music, how their workflow was, and so forth. Just paying attention to it in detail, like what they were actually doing. And then what they were saying to the people that was in their chat. I can't even see your name. Oh, Fera Beats. What's up, Fera Beats? What's good? How's everything? How you doing today? I got a vlog coming, so I wanted to like just come on here. I'm doing my early morning walk because I have some free time right now. So let's get some fresh air into my lungs and just chill, and then go home and do this vlog. I'm gonna set up the camera, stuff like that. Saying and what the person was doing. So what they were saying to the people that was in their chat. And I'm paying it because I'm listening to specifically what they're saying. Because the more people say certain things, the more other people believe it and they start following it. So I'm good. So I recently just got some free time. So like in the morning time, I could just take walks. And a lot of people, they don't do that no more. You know? They just don't. They rush home to do something. And I'm tired of just always rushing home to just do something. And I want to just get out, check the scenery, breathe the fresh air, then go home, eat, and then start doing stuff, So that's, I want to kind of like do that at least like 3-4 days out of the week, maybe 3 days. And 4, if I could push it to 4, that'd be good. Maybe I woke up this way now, But, so then I was paying attention to the chat. And the chat was, the way the chat was like talking in the live stream showed me a lot. It really showed me a lot. So, the title is gonna be pretty cool for this vlog video. It's in the afternoon. What's up, Yeti on the beat? What's good? It's 3:30 p.m. in our country. Oh, okay. Are you in the afternoon? Well, yeah, it's still morning here. What country? What country? He said, we ready for another vlog. Yeah, my vlogs are pretty of my point of view. And I think I bring across like good point of views when it comes to this game, mainly because, you know, I've been doing it I was doing it for a while back in the days, and I stopped for like 10 years and I jumped back into it, you know what I mean? So on and off. But I'm one of those people that I pay attention. So I'll give you a quick example. I was young, maybe like middle school, and I'm in school fighting, going crazy, you know what I'm saying? Germany. I didn't know you was from, I think I did know you was from Germany from when you did Spooky Beats. Yeah. I forgot though. So I'm wilding out fighting, and then I'm fighting on my brothers in the house, my uncles in the house, my cousins, and my uncle came to me one day because I got into a fight with his son, you know what I'm saying? That was my cousin. And he was like, you have a hot temper, a very, very hot temper. Like you just pop off right away. There's no middle ground with me. I was young when he told me that. He was like, I need for you to do this for me, man. He said, promise me this. He said, here, a situation, think about it, like process it, and then act on it. You know what I'm saying? He said, that's gonna solve a lot of your problems. So from that day when he told me that, I started to like listen to people more and get like an understanding of what they're saying, or try to grasp a good understanding of what they're saying, and then process what should I do, and then act on it. So when I'm on YouTube, all these different places, or in real life, I'm really listening to you guys and you girls. I'm really paying attention. You say something to me, I'm going to process it, and then I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, act on it or whatever. So when I'm listening to this guy talking his live stream last night, mind you, he has like 50,000 subscribers, and he's a musical producer on YouTube. So that means he has a pretty big following, and people listen to what he has to say. Maybe because they like the way he talk, or maybe because they like his creativity, his style. You know what I'm saying? I mean, his channel didn't have like amazing artwork like how my channel. If you look at my thumbnails, they're pretty nice. You know what I'm saying, his thumbnails wasn't all that. His artwork wasn't all that. But maybe people, they gravitate to him because of his voice. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. So he has a big following. Oh, and I saw that he did like a lot of interviews with famous producers. I thought that was pretty cool too. So if you go down his channel, see, I don't just go to, first of all, when I went to his channels, because it popped up on my homepage. But since I'm there now, I'm going to see who the person is. So I go to their channel page, and I look and see their playlists and stuff like that, and see what they're about. So he did like a lot of interviews with like famous producers. So it's pretty cool. So he's been grinding for some years now. He didn't get that 50,000 just overnight. So, but when I talk about in the vlog, I don't want to give too much away. It was certain things that he was saying to people in the chat that if he says it, and then like 2 or 3 more other producers say it, that people are constantly going to their channels, then the community will start to believe in and start to go along with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. So the vlog, when it comes out, it's going to be called Attack of the Clone Producers, like the Star Wars movie. So it's pretty funny, but I'm not going to be attacking people in my video. I'm going to be explaining what I mean by Attack of the Clones Producers, because of how by mistake you could be manipulated into a situation, or because there's no more guidance in the world to show people a difference, and you'll get a chance to see. It's gonna be pretty cool. Let's see. I don't want to tell you the truth. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be famous because being famous is dangerous. You just see PNB Rock just got murdered. He was just over in Cali at some waffle joint, and they just came, murdered for his jewelry, shot him, killed him. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. Like, that's crazy. I never wanted to be famous. And I'll be honest, you can see it in my face. I'm telling you the truth. You can hear it in my voice. I'm telling you the truth, because I never started music to be famous. And I never started dancing to be famous. I never started drawing graffiti to be famous. I never started anything to be famous. I'm the type of person, if I see something and I'm intrigued by it, and I always wonder it's the why or how. How did they make that? Why can't I do it? So that I try to learn it and perfect it. So I'm always about the craft. Like, the way I started making beats years ago, it wasn't YouTube and all this stuff. It wasn't none of that. It wasn't all this social media stuff. It was like I think like the third version of Fruity Loops. It wasn't FL Studio, so it was Fruity Loops back then. The software was brand new, basically. There was still so many bugs and shit going on. You know what I'm saying? They were still working on that thing. Anyway, so when I first started making beats, I legit had FL Studio with Fruit Loops on a CD. It was a crack file. So I put the CD in and I started using it on my computer. But think about that. I literally had my computer and the software, and I didn't even know how to use it. So I spent mad time learning how to use the software. And at that time, I didn't really know how to use software. The software was new to me. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what is software? I'm saying, my boy showed me at work. He was like, I could give it to you, put it on CD, go home and try to make some beats. Blah, blah, blah. He was already making beats. So I'm in a room. This is going to be in my vlog too. I'm in a room. You know what I'm saying? It's just me, so I'm the type of person that's how I am. I want to perfect I want to learn, I want to create. So when I make a beat, I never think about, can I sell it to this? When I first started making beats that first year, mad trash. It was whack, right? Maybe some came out okay, whatever. But it never thought to me to start selling beats. It never came to me. My girlfriend at the time, she said, what are you going to do with those beats? You should do those. They sound pretty good. You should try to make some money. I think about making money off of it. I was just trying to make. It's a different girl. She's like, what are you going to do with the dance? She's like, yo, you want to go to Apollo, try to get on Apollo? And I even went in an audition for Apollo. But it was her mindset that came up with that. I wasn't, because, I don't know. I just don't have it in me to go to, like, the city, Manhattan, and go to Hot 97 and be like, yo, play my shit. I'm not that type of person. So for me to be famous, I would like to be famous in a sense where it's like, you know, people know who I am. They know how good I am or whatever. Or my style of music. I would like people to know that. You know what I'm saying? Famous in that part. And then if some money comes along with it, thank you. I appreciate the money. I'll take it, invest it, put it into some assets, you know, whatever, you know what I mean? Buy some land and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, set my kids up. I'll be fine with that. But you ain't gonna never see me rocking no big ass jewelry and stuff like that, trying to floss and do it. I'm not that type of person, never been. My twin, he's like that though. He'll get all the fancy cars, all that shit. Not me. You know what I'm saying? I could be a no man. Like I could live like, you know, in chancletas and just be chilling. So some shorts on with some holes in it. I have holes in my teeth. I don't give. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about just being creative though. So to answer your question, I'm not trying to be famous. But I would like for people to be like, write an article about me or maybe do a little documentary film about me, because I don't think you should have to be famous, you know what I'm saying, all over TV for somebody to like recognize who you are as a good talent or person. That's why when I go on YouTube and I talk to people, I look at the person as the individual. I'm not even looking at your trap beat. I don't care about trap beats. I don't care about boom bap. I don't even care about ghost wave music, which is my own shit. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the individual. I'm looking at you. I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to help you out. Like, oh, you want to try this, try that. You know what I'm saying? Because I want you to get better. you, the person, the individual, is different from me. It's different from me compared to a lot of people. A lot of people, they're chasing that dollar bill. A lot of people, they want that money. And I'm not knocking that because, hey, what rules the world? Money. So I'm not knocking the money. I'm not knocking it. But only thing I will say is everybody is different. That's the thing. Everybody is different. You know what I'm saying? Mentality, personality-wise, the way they flow, the way they move. So for the famous thing, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it never pops into my mind. Ever. You know what I'm saying? Let me check the chat again. Yeah. Those crack files is crazy. They messed up my computers back in the days, though, you know. So I don't do it anymore. I buy everything now. So that's another thing that's so crazy. Like, how much money do you need, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, I be looking at these millionaires, billionaires. I'm like, damn, how much money do you need? Like, these people be money. Power. They want power. They want to put fear. You know what I'm saying? They want to stand over the top of you. They want to control you with the dollar bill. Shit is ludicrous to me. It's crazy. So, yeah, I would like for people to recognize me and be like, yo, he's dope, he's this, he's that. Or I want people to be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, not only that, though, I want people to be like, yo, I can help him. You know, nobody comes and helps me, man. Nobody comes and say, hey, Dynasty, why don't you take this course, or why don't you learn how to do this and do that? I don't know it all. I still need help myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be in Ghetto Styles' ear, heavy. I'm like, because he knows a lot. And dude is a monster when it comes to this stuff. He knows a lot of stuff. He just knows. Like, Ghetto Styles has one of those brains that can retain a lot of information in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows a lot, dude. And it's so cool, man, to have him as a friend. I don't really even see him as a friend. I see him as family. You know what I'm saying? And for him to always be there for me, I think that's amazing. I ask him like a question like almost every other day. I always pick his brain because the dude knows so much. He helped me with a lot of stuff actually within like the last 2 years, because what people don't understand, I came out the woodworks. That's another thing. I used to be on YouTube. I quit for years. Long time. I stopped doing music and everything. I just came back like 3 years ago. I just really came back. You know what I'm saying? But when I came back, all this kind of like most of the skills that I had back at that time were kind of like outdated. Like, you know what I'm saying? Time passed you by. That shit passed you by fast, dude. So I wasn't doing no trap beats and all that stuff. I didn't know about that. I wasn't even listening to music. I wasn't listening to Hot 97, Power 105, like the radio stations down here in New York. I wasn't even on YouTube like that. By this time, Netflix is out. I was just watching movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no reason for me to go on YouTube because I wasn't subscribed to people on YouTube that I would watch faithfully. There was no reason for me to go on YouTube. I wasn't looking at any tutorials because I wasn't doing nothing. And at that time, I didn't even know there was tutorials on YouTube. I didn't even know because I stopped. Before people really blew up with tutorials on YouTube, I had stopped using it already. You know what I'm saying? So there was no reason for me to go on YouTube. So I didn't know all the shit that had transpired where like the music industry changed. I didn't even know. Like they stopped doing like mechanical royalties, like printing out CDs and all that shit. I didn't even know. I'm like, oh, when I came back to YouTube, I'm like, what the fuck they mean streaming services? What's this Spotify and all this stuff? What is all this? I didn't know about Pandora and all that. Cause I literally just stopped messing with everything. So for like 2 years, for like the last 2 years, 2.5, maybe 3 years, I've been actually learning. And people don't know that I've been teaching myself. I've been practicing. I've been figuring out what all this shit means. I figured out how to operate as a record label, how to put my music out by myself. I did that on my own. Going and, you know what I'm saying, reading stuff, looking at some tutorials and finding out, oh, you can actually do it yourself now. You don't need a record label. I found out all that by myself. Cause I was like, yo, if I'm gonna do it this time, I need to know what the hell's going on. So when it came to mixing, I had a general idea about mixing. But I wasn't a good mixer because I didn't know what all the tools did. So what I did was, when me and Ghetto Styles really started talking, I would ask him certain things. Oh, I'm doing this right now, but I can't really get this to function. I'm like, oh, he's like, well, why don't you try? One thing about Ghetto Styles, he never really gives you the answer fully. He gives you like a little workaround, and you have to go figure it out, kind of. Like he talks to you about it, you know what I'm saying? And then it's up to you go and he's a good teacher. Then it's up to you to go and figure it out. So I'm talking to Ghetto Styles about stuff. And then what I was doing was I was looking at a couple tutorials on how to work the devices I had purchased. So I would go to certain channels, but how do I work the Blofeld synthesizer? I got that. How do I work the MPC? Because I got the MPC, but I didn't know how to use it. Because when I first was making beats, I was on Fruity Loops. Then it turned into FL Studio. Then when I left for 10 years, and then when I came back, I said I'm going to do it organic. I want to be like, you know what I'm saying, the top producers. I'm going to get the MPC. But I didn't know how to use the MPC. Freak synthesizer. Learning how to hook up hardware, like outboard gear, to my stuff. Guitar pedals and all that stuff. Learning how to mix. Going through problems like there's too much pops and static in my sound. What's all this noise, all this shit? I was learning. All the way through, learning. And then at the same time, I'm trying to mix, master, learn all these different plugins, or just learn the hardware. So that if you got the MPC, you can do a lot of shit in the MPC. But then when you jump on a computer, they got all these different plugins and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. Then at the same time, I'm trying to learn graphic design. Well, not learning. I'm trying to perfect my graphic design. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in Photoshop heavy every day. Or I'm in a 3D software trying to do logo design and all that shit. Every day. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm trying to learn how to do video editing. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to shoot music videos and edit my own videos. But I never did it. So within the last 3 years, I taught myself how to edit music videos. You know what I'm saying? Make beats properly. Like mixing, mastering, and from scratch. Create my own genre of music, ghost wave music. Perfect my graphic design. And do all other stuff I gotta do. Watch my kids, go to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's me in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? Learn, and then now I'm pretty good. I'm pretty stable. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. Everybody's journey is different, but I just can't wait to do this vlog because I feel like the point that the game is at right now when it comes to music production is at a standstill. I'll say it like that. Let me see. Yeah, it's at a standstill. The game right now is at a standstill. Whew, I like this walk. I'm gonna keep walking. The game right now is at a standstill point. It really is. It's because the younger mentality of individuals don't have the right guidance. They don't have the guidance of the old heads or the OGs. I don't see OGs anymore. And they will come home and they will tell you the stories. They'll put you on to game. And they say, oh, don't do this. Don't go in that hood. Or I just knocked some dude out over here. Don't go down that block for like at least a month. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that is big because you're being schooled. The school of hard knocks life, the streets, you know what I'm saying? You're being schooled. So when you're being schooled, you're learning. You know what I'm saying? So, with this generation, you have producers. Let's take it to the music. You got producers broke, don't fix it type shit. So what they're telling you is, oh, do it this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Instead of giving you well, maybe, or if, or why. There's a possibility, or they're like, oh, just do this. I'm telling you, it works. Just do this. They're not teaching. That's just telling somebody to do. Well, hey, guess what? They all gonna go fucking run and do it. Because they think it's the way. They think that they're gonna be like the top producers that's out now, make a lot of money. That's the problem. That's the problem. They're not giving them like options. It's no like choices. They don't give them choices. Like I'll be watching a lot of these live streams. They don't give people choices. They don't tell people, nah, go find your own style. Nah, don't use the same drum pack that he just used. Don't use the same drum pattern I just used. Nah, go do your own thing. Try shit, man. Put a fucking reverb on this. You don't hear that, and when they're talking, you hear like, oh yeah, this is what I just did. Yeah. Just do that. You're stifling people, man. You're stifling the game. So, it's a lot of channels like that, man. It's just, and it's kind of like, it's sad. It's sad because, yo, think about how many different styles that could have came out already from people. If I was able to leave the game for pretty much like 10 years and come back and create my own style of music, within that 10-year time span, how many different styles, how many different genres have popped up? You know what I'm saying? You got trap, you got drill. What else you have? You still got the boom. So you got trap, you have drill, you have boom bap. You got, I saw something called hype pop or something. It's like hype something or some shit like that. I don't know. You have lo-fi. So hip hop has only, you got like, what the fuck is that shit called? But anyway, hip hop probably has like maybe like 5 different styles that everybody stick to. Because it's supposed to be, it all works, you know what I'm saying? But hip hop, and that's not, hip hop could have fucking had like maybe like 10 styles by now, 15 different styles if everybody just stopped copying off of each other. That's why the title of that vlog is going to be, you know what I'm saying, Attack of the Clone Producers. Well, I still think it's funny. But it's, and it's no knock. It's no knock on the producers and the community. It's what you constantly hearing. If you're constantly hearing something all the time, then eventually you're gonna wind up either trying it or doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I don't want to give too much away from the vlog because I want to leave most of it in there, so I can't say certain things. But yeah, there's some producers that they are different. You know what I'm saying? And they do stand out. But there's some producers that they trick you. One beat might be something that's a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? And then the next beat, they go right back into the same shit that everybody else is doing. You know? It's kind of weird. So, it's the listener and it's the presenter. So, what the presenter is saying to the community and what the listener is hearing from the community that I see is holding people back. And I'm talking about on a creative level. I'm talking about creativity level and just being different and different styles coming out of genres, and that's what I'm talking about. But because I want more and I expect more, I want to see more. But people might be like, yo, it works though. But then I have the question of, but does it really work? Does it really work? Because to me, it don't really work. What these people are saying, they acting like this stuff is working. I don't think it's working. I don't see a million producers making mad money and like all over the billboards and all this and that. I see only a few. So those few, they keep getting on the jobs. They keep getting on the contracts, all the royalty checks. And everybody else is just copying them. It's a clone. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're a clone of the producer who's actually making the money. It don't work. And it also don't work because they might say like, oh, it works because they get like 50 comments on YouTube. That's not working. That's just 50 people who came to made a comment on your YouTube channel so you could come back to make a comment on theirs. That's not working. It's just a system. When people start understanding that they're in a system that somebody has created, I don't know who was the first person who said, yo, let's just jump from channel to channel, page to page. I don't know who did that, but it caught on, and that's just what it is. But what is that really doing? What is that little system, what is that really doing for you as an artist, producer, or graphic designer, whatever it is? What is that doing? I'm still waiting for the answer from like a lot of people who tell me like, yo, it's doing this. Nobody has said, yo, it's doing this for me. Yo, right now, I got like 100,000 in my bank account, and literally, you know what I'm saying, I got, you know what I mean, man, I don't have to do nothing anymore. I don't have to work my 9 to 5 anymore. What is it really doing? You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people said it. They said it though. And people pay attention. If you go online, be different. You know, mad people keep saying, like, OGs, I hear them say it all the time, like, yeah, man, this game, yeah, the way the game is right now, yeah, son, yeah. People going on their rants, yelling and shit like that. You want to know why? Because what you're doing is boring. The game is boring. Everybody sounds, it's saturated. Once something gets saturated, it gets watered down. It's not good. It's not fun.